Navadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti. Swami TV, Dayananda, okay, so has been teaching about clutches of samsara. In adulthood, we surrender to the need of the family and follow the worldly ways. In old age, we again surrender because of dependency for support. With such a social system, how can we move from surrendering to the society to surrendering to the God? The only way is make the society God. Yes, make the society God. Because all your duties, if you look at the realities of living, they constitute Ishvara. Therefore, it's attitudinal change. We don't need to change in any other way. We need to change attitude. Even if you become a sadhu, if you don't have an attitude, then you will have still ego. Do you know what I have renounced? I was an IAS officer. IAS officer means lot of power without money, unless you are corrupt. Unless you are corrupt. A lot of power without money. Do you know who I was? I was an IAS officer. You know what I renounced? A big business. Then I asked him, why did you renounce that big business? It went into loss and all that. So there is a reason for everything. So after renouncing, he talks about it. I was a Brahmin. Among sannyasis, this is a problem. When I was a novice as a sadhu, I went to Uttarakanshi. So to learn the sadhu way of living, then I went to Uttarakanshi. In Uttarakanshi, I used to go for bhiksha to the Kalikamliwala. There is also Kalikamliwala, it's an Annakshetra. The sadhus are given food. First, the Dandi Swamis are given food, afterwards the other non-Dandi Swamis. Then I used to say Danda Swami. So non-Danda Swami and then they say they are given food and we are given later. So, and as I was going to the Kshetram, I saw the Dandi Swami coming. There we have a social greeting each other by saying hi, not hi, and therefore we say Om also no. So Om Namo Narayana. So this is a very common Om Namo Narayanaya. So somebody will say the full sentence, somebody will say Om Namo Narayana. I used to say Om Namo Narayanaya. So I used to say this, and then I learned from them. And then I said this to this man, and then he looked at me. He went over like this. So this is so I say Om Namo Narayan, and it's like this. Poya, this is how the what is. Then I came back and then talked to my elder Swami. There was one Swami, Govindagiri, and he was my mentor. And then I told him why he did like this. Because he's a Brahmin Swami. Oh. So I am a better Brahmin, I tell you. Yeah, I'm a better Brahmin because I did lot of Gayatri. Therefore, I was given Gayatri mantra when I was 9. And I had chanted so many thousands. So I'm a better Brahmin or equal Brahmin. But I don't have danda. Thank God I didn't have danda. And therefore, this Danda Swami. And he has not given up his Brahminhood. What is sannyasa? Still he is a Brahmin. Therefore, if you don't have attitude, even if you are a sadhu, there is nothing accomplished. You have to give up all that. You need not give up, you grow out of it. If you give up, it is still there. You have to grow out of it. It's not a question. Nobody really says, I have given up the banana peel. Kya baat hai? Unless you are a health food freak. And so, because health food people will say, all important things, all the nutrients are in the peel, not in the banana. So that's what they will say. Except those people, nobody claims that I have given up the banana peel. Every day I keep the garbage bag outside. And along with the plastic bag I give all garbage. I'm a great renunciate. True, you are a renunciate. So one has to grow out of all this. Then only it's all attitude. You are lucky to be initiated into Gayatri when the custom is there, convention is there, and therefore you are lucky, that's all. And you have to be grateful for that. There is nothing to be proud. What is that to be proud? Silly. And this man renounced everything and holds the danda. He is a Dandiswami. One fellow was, these Dandiswamis had this, there was, this Sai Snan, and then this Snanam in Allahabad Kumbh Mela or Haridwar Kumbh Mela, there is always this, who is to take first bath? It's a big issue. Dandis want to take first bath. And there was a big issue. We will take bath. Others should not take bath. You take bath in one place, we will take another bath in another place. We will take bath first. Then there was one Vishnu Devananda. He was guru for most of the sadhus. In Kailas Ashram, I studied in Kailas Ashram. And he was the head of the Kailas Ashram, brilliant scholar. Brilliant scholar. From Gujarat. He was an amazing scholar. And then I had done a lot of satsang with him. And in satsang I used to sit there, and then every time I got an opportunity, I did. And he was the Mandaleshwar of Kailas Ashram. When it happened, and he said, I am going to distribute danda to everybody. Then the fellows came to their knees, okay? That's what he did. Lack of attitude. Therefore, we have to convert the whole thing into, that's the idea of talking. Swamiji's talking is that you can be a samsari or you can be a karma yogi. You convert the whole thing into yoga. That is the whole idea. So that is one part, the second part. First part is samsara, second part is yoga. So you completely change the whole thing into sadhana. Then only marriage has got a meaning. It has got to be converted into yoga. It's a means for an end. Marriage is not an end in itself. It's a means for an end. If it is a means for an end, there is no bad marriage. There is no bad marriage. It's a means for an end. If it is an end, it will end, okay? It will end. Or you will wait for the children to grow. Yeah, children to grow. A couple went to the magistrate, wanted to get a divorce. And then one is 85, the other is 82. And this fellow, the magistrate asked, why now? He asked now. No, we were waiting for our children to die. And so Paityo. Even after realizing Satchidananda Ishvara, please explain how you distribute efforts for becoming being. Becoming life, samsara, efforts to win Olympic gold medal or championship. Being Satchidananda Ishvara, retreats, bhajans, temple visits. No. Retreats, bhajans, temple visits and Olympic gold. Both. Yeah. Because if you see, look at every athlete and who competed in the Olympic Games, look at everybody before starting the pole vault, and then they will do like this. According to their own religion, whatever it is. Yesterday we saw, reorganizing the the rock. And so, now the same thing. According to their own belief system, they will do something. Everyone, no exception. If he was from a Russian, any of those, Eastern Europe country in those days, you will find quietly they are also doing something. You have to lip read, because they are not supposed to do this. Therefore, you lip read, you will find they are also saying something. Because it's just a millimeter. That's all. Whole thing is gone. Between gold and no reckoning. So that's what happens. One can be great. One needs some grace. Therefore, so each one must have Kirtan, Bhajan, understanding. And then being Satchidananda, you have no fear of achievement, of defeat. Already you are Satchidananda. Everything is plus. Purnamatav Purnamidam. Already you are whole, and achievement is only an embellishment. It's not even a value addition. Just an embellishment, an ornament. If a person does not look down upon, in terms of one's looks, any kind of ornament, any makeup and all that is an only addition. Because you have already accepted your body and you have nothing to cover. That is why makeup is different. What is lacking, you make it up. Okay? You just make up. Yeah. Now they have found out the wrinkle removing, some medicine was there. Some biota. It has killed so many people. Killed so many people. You don't need that. When you come here, at least you don't need that. In fact, Bhagavan wants to see you as you are. Okay? This is a silly thing. In India, we don't have this problem. Because age we respect. Wrinkles means they have all the wrinkles and they will come. Because wrinkles you cannot get when you are in 30s and 20s. You have to earn it. So if somebody who is in 20s wants wrinkles, say, I want some wrinkles. Come on, you have to see so many winters. Summer is not a problem here. So winters, East Coast winters, you must see. So many, then only we wrinkle after wrinkle. First you have to get married. And yeah. And you must survive for your son to become a teenager. Wrinkles will come and you need not bother. You not bother, you'll earn them. Then you should parade your wrinkles. You have to earn, sir. Every wrinkle has a story to tell you. Huh? You have got so many episodes, and then therefore autobiography, when you write first wrinkle, second chapter, second section, second wrinkle, third wrinkle, you can write. Huh? I will go on and on. Swamiji, last night in the satsang, you asked what is the chance, probability of forming the word universe in the alphabet, soup. The answer is 1 in 3,350,312,000. Wow, I don't know what it is now. After you are telling also, I cannot imagine what it is. Therefore, it's unimaginable, okay? Astronomical. Some light years we have to make. So 3,350,000,000, 15,312,011. Wow. The probability. And the universe, So VERSE 5. 5 plus 3. 8 letters are there. Probability. So from the English letters, so all that, this is the probability. Unless you are a gambler, you won't accept a chance here. Amazing. Now you have to take a longer word, correct? No? In the only dole is no road. What is that? Kasa. The longest word in English?
Smiles. Smiles. It has a mile between the two S's.
Lilla.
Pneumono ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis.
There's one, Bobiala Dole is something. Somebody got it, yeah. That's the one. This is also big. Thank you. Thank you for this information. Yeah. It's all over. So then there was one or two other things were there. So let me see. Now I have to finish my topic. I can do that. Could you please tell us about your association and interactions with Swami Chinmayananda another time? But I met him when I was in 20s. And I helped him in organizing something, then afterwards, so I knew a little bit journalistic, this, I had some skills. And so I helped him. I used to help him, and he will dictate, I will directly type. Directly type. I know taking shorthand and all the typing. He will dictate, I will directly type. And then, if there is any sentence structure and all that, I will correct that also. So like this I used to do it because this was known to me. This editing and all that was known to me. So I used to do this. That's how my association. I used to help him. Then I was editing the magazine Tyagi. Then I helped him organize the Chinmaya mission. So I did a lot of work. So in fact the whole organization, I was with him while it was built up. So we had done a lot of work. It's he who made me. So. Because I came into this because of him, thanks to him. So it's a big story. So it's all very positive and nice. It has blessed me and I have served him and it has helped me grow. The Guru Kripa. I have a lot of grace of teacher. Yeah. If you exhaust your punya in heaven and come back to earth as an animal, how can you ever replenish your account? You have got enough. Yeah, here, because you will remove only that much of karma for a mosquito is over. And then we have got enough. We have enough. And so we have a countless birth. And even if in one cycle of creation you had one human birth, you have got enough karma to perpetuate the wheel of birth and death. Lot of karmas, different types of karma. And therefore, so we need not worry about the karma bank. It's not like Citibank or any other bank. The karma bank has got infinite, each account has got infinite karmas. Countless karmas. We have to say countless karmas. Countless births. We don't say infinite. Countless births. We reserve the word infinite for something else. This is for Brahman. This is countless. In number, countless. So no problem. And we have combinations of karma for every form of the body that is available here. Organism. So, somebody asked me this question, if all jivas get liberated, what will happen to the universe? You need not have this anxiety, okay? There are countless jivas. Don't worry. Yeah. We import always anxiety. Some castes, people don't live. There is no wholeness of being. There is numbness. Where the individual is ego, you require ego. A healthy ego with some self-respect. Not ego of pride. It's just silly. It's foolish. And all some kind of respect and things, it's all unnecessary. A healthy ego, having a good image about yourself. And then you can accept other egos also as they are. So that's important. There is Ishvara with you, you are complete. And therefore, that is what we have to reassert ourselves. Then we don't need a cause to make ourselves feel alive. Because the heart is numb. You want to be alive. Therefore people cut themselves. People have to go on mountaineering, some adventure, so that you feel you are somebody. Or horse racing, or this speed, motor race. It's all just to feel alive. We think that they are all very adventurous. It's not. There's a need to be alive. Thrill. Then only you are there. Otherwise you are numb, dumb. Therefore life is a roller coaster. And then you get into a roller coaster to get some thrill. Because there is numbness inside. Mostly it is like that. There is numbness. All the people who do extra work, they experience some numbness. In order to feel alive, people used to hurt themselves to feel alive. They will cut here, they will cut, here they cut. just to feel alive. And so you must have a cause to fight for. Therefore, mentally ill people will be fighting for environmental issues. But I don't say there is no environmental issues. But I want people who are really aware of what is going on, and they should fight, not the people who require an issue to feel alive. That's why they don't make much sense. If you look at the people who fight for all this, so there's no credibility in the fight. The people who are really sensitive, who are aware, and who feel themselves responsible, who are custodians of this, because human beings are custodians of the earth, of the planet. Because we are the only ones we can choose to abuse. We can abuse our power. And therefore, we need to be responsible. Those people should fight for environment. Not who need a cause in order to feel alive. Anyway, it's okay. If the environment is saved, it's okay. Sounds like your counter is stuck at 0 since animals have no agenda. So that's correct. Animals do not contract any punya or papa. They don't. That's all correct. We have countless karmas. Is free will part of prarabdha? Please explain. Part of prarabdha is your body which has got free will. Not part of prarabdha. The prarabdha gave you a body and mind, and which is capable of giving you the freedom to have a free will. It is so free that you can suspend the free will. Your free will goes. Suppose I say, today, it doesn't matter, I can take this one. So, I can say, look at this mango. What? Mango. Florida mango. Look at this mango. क्या हो गया स्वामी जी को? Now you will refer your neighbor. What did he say? Because sometimes you don't understand what I say. Because my English is only Manchakudi English. And I don't know English. And therefore, so that you may not understand what I talk. But then, mango, you refer, did he say mango? Yes. Your neighbor also says. Then you become serious. What? Mango, Florida mango, is a ripe mango. You can right away eat this mango. Very sweet. I have tried the other one. It's very good. The other one also I tried. I got 3, one I ate. This is the second mango. So first mango. Now what will you? Where is your will? You want your Swami to be right? That is your will? You want Swami to be right. But Swami cannot be right. Your will doesn't have a role to play. Something is wrong with Swami. Till now, he was right. That is why they say it's a flip. Swami flipped. That's it. No, it is not mango. It's now flopped. Okay. your will is so free that you can suspend it. When it comes to knowing, no free will. There is only means of knowing and object of knowing. There is no free will. It has no role to play, zero role. It has to wait for a chance. Then if you feel like, so I want to have a cup of coffee, then your will comes into the picture. Even there the will doesn't come into the picture. Will comes to the picture whether I should get up or not. Everybody is planning. During 1.5 hour sitting here, especially I came late here, my mind is always 11:30. This 11:15 doesn't stick in my head. And therefore I was talking to people, not that I was having some sleeping or something. No, I was talking to people. Then afterwards it's already time, 11:30. So you have been sitting here. Now you are planning to get out and then, so you go to something, they have a cup of tea or whatever. So you wanted to get up and you have been waiting. Why? Will. Will makes you sit here. Will. We'll do it later. The moment I finish, out. Waiting. Will. That is will. When you listen, something happens, understanding, well, that has no will. There has nothing to do with will. And therefore, that free will is not given by prarabdha, but free will in a way is not part of prarabdha. Free will, prarabdha provided a body which has free will. The consciousness is uninhibited. Then there will be free will. You've got choice. Therefore, it's not part of prarabdha. Swamiji, I understand that happiness is in our nature. But how does one remember that when faced with sorrow and other adversities, something. So I understand the question. So if happiness is our nature, how to remember? One good thing about nature is you need not remember. Okay? Because it's your nature. You don't need to remember. You have to know. You have to know and own it. And that owning process is a process of gaining clarity. There is something, a stumbling block is there. The stumbling block is, if you understood, first stumbling block is ajnanam. Second is that ajnanam seems to go and doesn't seem to go. So that means there is what we call kashaya. Unconscious in the modern language. We call it kashaya. And therefore we have to get that clarity by meditation, contemplation. So more you contemplate, more you understand, more Shravana. It is a lifetime project. It's not 1 or 2 days you do something. It's a lifetime, yeah. Nayet kalam nirantaram. So, Dvaitadhi Bhayam Bhavati. That's a Vakya. Udaramantaram kurute adatasya bhayam bhavati. This Ishvara, who is equated to Jiva, because the Jiveshvara, even though are different. That is why Jiva the word and Ishvara another word. One who is all-knowing, the other fellow is small-knowing. So this all-knowing and small-knowing. So the small has got more letters. All is simple, just all is small. More letters. Therefore, more letters means problems. So it's not always like that. So this small knowing and all knowing. So they are different. And there is a non-difference. That's why there is an equation. Like wave ocean. There is difference, there is non-difference. The non-difference is the reality. Difference is apparent. We have already seen that there are only words and meanings. What is the truth, Satyam. So anything is that is Satyam. Space is that is Satyam. Space is whatever that the word means. Time is Satyam. Time, whatever the concept of time you have, that means that's all time. So like this, everything that is Satyam. And that is what reckoned. There is no second thing. And therefore, so second thing when it is there, bhayam bhavati, there will be fear. What is this cause for fear? I told yesterday, if there is a second thing, there will be fear. So there is a second thing. So I am subject, this is object. I am not the object, I am the subject. And therefore, object is not the subject, subject is not the object. Therefore, how there can be fear seeing the object? If the object is tiger, if the object is a scorpion or even mosquito, so you can have fear. So you suppose it's a flower and not even rose, which has got some thorns, and so you have the flower is a very simple jasmine flower, and why should you be afraid of it? It is a second thing. Can't do any harm to you unless you are allergic to jasmine. People are funnily allergic to many things. So the constitution is like that. And therefore, I wonder whether there was allergy before we understood what was allergy. And so it must be there, otherwise how will they discover allergy? You know, the allergy is one word. Nobody understands what it is. So if you say allergy, you need not treat. Okay? One good thing about this allergy is you need not go to a doctor. Why? Allergy, only if you get allergic symptoms and all that, some doctor, that also over-the-counter medicine is there. Allergy means nobody need to explain. Doctor doesn't need to explain. You are allergic to lacto. Why I am allergic to lacto? There must be some reason. That's why I am asking. There must be some reason I am asking you why. Why I am allergic to lacto? Maybe some reason is there, so whatever. It's all. People are allergic to different things. There are people who are allergic to Gita, allergic to Upanishads, allergic to saffron. In saffron means saffron color. In India, Hindu Dharma faces more danger for its survival from the Hindu communists, not from anybody else. Not that danger from others are not there, but these fellows are much more dangerous. That is what you have to all understand and then voice. Because they are the ones who are totally against. They are not doing anything for the good of the country. They want to destroy this Hindu Dharma. They join with others. They are the allies for them. They champion their cause. But the anti-Hindu, what is this? Because their votes are all among Hindus. So I went with allergy, jasmine allergy. So I just won't loop. Because I want to say this, therefore I'm doing. I'm not carried away by anything. That's why I'm able to come. Jasmine allergy. One nice round. So I want to say these things. I'm thinking that you will all do something. But some of you will be thinking, why Swami goes all the way, directly go like this? Does he not know how to go directly? I know. Directly I go and come back, bounce, everything bounces back to me. So if I go directly, it comes back to me. That is why I go like this and then so somehow I get into you. And well, so this jasmine doesn't harm me, but there is duality in Dvaitam. Dvaitam means that the second thing is there. That is called Dvaita. Such as Atma, Anatma. Dvayam, Asti, Dvaitam. Now, so you can't say Dvaitadhi Bhayam Bhavati. He, indeed, Dvaitad Bhayam Bhavati. From the second thing, fear comes. Jasmine is the second thing, but no fear. But communist is the second thing, fear. The red flag itself is fear. And there is a sickle and there is a hammer. Fear. Together you see there is fear. In Gandhi cap itself is a fear. Once upon a time, Gandhi cap commanded respect. Now Gandhi cap means, this fellow, what will he do? This go this way, that way. Will he protect Hindu Dharma, or he will protect India, or he will sell India? We don't know. I'm just giving some ideas for whatever they are worth. Fear. There are so many things you are not afraid. Therefore, you cannot make a statement Dvaitad hi bhayam bhavati. Correct? Seems to be logical. What I say? I say no. Dvaitad hi bhayam bhavati. Upanishad never goes wrong. Why? Because Dvaitad bhayam bhavati. What is Dvaita? Dvaita means the object is different from the subject. The subject-object division is real. Therefore, Dvaitam. Satyatva buddhi. Dvaite, in the Vishaya and Vishayi, subject and object, that is Dvaitam. If that is real, then bhayam bhavati. Why? Because what you are not is bigger than one jasmine may not cause you fear. But that is Dvaitam. You accepted it is Dvaitam. That means everything else also is Dvaitam. Then selectively a few things you are not afraid of. Until you discover you are allergic to jasmine. And then afterwards you are afraid. Up to incense, you find that incense smell you are allergic to. And every time, one time incense is burnt and you have some sneezing. Then afterwards you didn't attribute this to incense. You attribute it to somebody who is neighbor and something, some perfume is there. Maybe that you are thinking something. Then afterwards every time there is incense you are sneezing. Then you have become Archimedes. So you are a Eureka discoverer. And so, wow, jasmine I am allergic to. There is a ananda. And the job is, he is pujari. Is something like a doctor is having allergy to Dettol. So, Dettol or equivalent to Dettol. Either cleaning, that Dettol or something equivalent to that. And the doctor is allergic to. What he should do? He should become a psychiatrist, okay? And so, and should have his own office somewhere. The 5th floor, nobody, no Dettol. So these are all unfortunate situations. Until then, incense is not fear. Correct? Incense is not fear. Therefore, what I say, an object which you say I am not afraid of may become an object you are afraid of. You will be afraid of. An object that you are afraid of may be found, if you are allergic, you grow out of allergy. You find you need not be afraid of. That means all objects which are different from you, they do one thing silently, they make you small. That's all. That is enough. Whether you are allergic or not, you don't like or dislike and all this, is all within all this, within the subject-object division. That I am the subject and this is object and the subject is within the confines of this body-mind-sense complex and everything else is other than me. The other than me is vast. Take into account galaxies and your own solar system and the Jupiter, Mercury, Mars and Venus. Take them all into account. Do you know what? If you consult an astrologer, they also become problems. That is within the subject-object. But just being objects other than you, they limit you. You are not me. Stars don't twinkle. They tease you. We are here, you are there, where are you? So small. We can be seen billions of light years away for you to make a twinkle, twinkle little star. But who are you saying this song? We don't see you. The whole planet Earth itself disappears. It's not even a pixel. Yes, see, I am updated. Pixel, up to date. Pixel. Yeah, you have to say this and expect others to understand. And so, that's even a pixel. And therefore, I don't require anything to frighten me. Making me small, obtaining within the confines of this body, mind, sense complex. I am small, insignificant. If you take the universe into account, the forces I have to contend with into account, invisible enemies, if you take into account, you can go crazy really. You can't breathe. You have to have a filter before you breathe. You can't breathe. And there are some people, they wash their hands, then they never feel they have washed their hands. They have washed their hands. No. So, nammurla chullo, thanni pichaychu chullo. So this is it's some kind of possession. It's a compulsive syndrome. Behavior sin. We all washing. They are thutta washing. And there is a reason for all this. But then if we have to think of all that, there is only fear. Somebody is getting me. Why me? That is why self-centered people are more insecure than the people who have a bigger heart, who can accommodate people. So they will be the more secure, because you can't accommodate people otherwise. Small-centered, self-centered people will be always insecure, because there is nobody else. They will see in everybody an enemy. They will see in everybody a competitor. Somebody will take away my position. Somebody will rob away my privileges. That's the thinking. Centered. That's what is called insecurity. This is within the samsara. This nama-rupa. But basically, if that is all the truth, Dvaitam is the truth, you are booked to have fear. Because you are insignificant, you are small, and there is no gainsaying against your insignificance. The solar system itself is insignificant. Insignificant means it is not visible. Compared to another sun around, this is not visible. You go to the internet and see, there is a comparative presentation of the earth, very big. Then sun is presented. Then with reference to sun, the earth is a planet. First comes Mercury, then comes the earth. And then little bigger than Mercury. And then afterwards this Pluto and all these things are not there. So it's not visible at all on that level. There is no Pluto or anything. Then this one newly discovered one small little planet. And then that they decided that let us not reckon that as a planet, having discovered. So all the wise people, astronomers have decided there is no such planet. Poche. The planet that is gone. They have decided it is not there. And so they have to accept it is there. But they have discovered it is there. But they didn't give a planet status because it is too small. Okay. But it's visible. With this telescope it's visible. It's a planet. So, Earth. And afterwards they compare it. So it's all comparison is there. So one is compared to the other and it has got a size. Then the sun itself compared to another sun, it becomes small. So like a golf ball. Then if it's golf ball, then you can see Earth becomes a pit cell. Then another level, the sun becomes a pit cell. Then another level, out of the sight. It's not in the picture at all. So, the entire sun and parivar gone. Parivar gone, sun gone, and you are what? Big fellow. Gone. Ye bhi chale gaya. Mahatma. Ye bhi chale gaya. It's nice to see this comparison one time. Lot of problems will disappear. You know, it is something like smaller in the invisible person has got enormous problem. A big picture. Makes you small. Because Dvaitam, that's fear. I am bound by time, that's fear. I am spatially bound, fear, small, attacked by all this. All these forces, I am the one single person to meet with all of them. I have to fend and defend myself, fend for myself. Fear. Dvaitadhi bhayam bhavate. But the beauty is, like in dream, I am the subject, I am the object, both subject and object are one consciousness. In the dream, if I know in the dream, I will have fun, correct? Every day I can have fun. Dream is wonderful because it looks very real, and at the same time there is a second thing, and then you can play with the second thing, but then without the fear of being small. I am the whole. The whole dream is me. I am the whole. The yonder mountains and yonder sun, all this myself. Therefore I am the whole. And the wholeness doesn't get displaced by what I see in the whole. This is what we say, Purnamadaha, Purnamidam. It is never displaced. Wholeness gains some embellishment. It is not even value addition. It is the whole. Because one is Satyam, the other is Mithya. The word I use now, the other is Mithya. In the ocean, the water is Satyam. The wave is Mithya. Ocean also is Mithya. Ocean Mithya means understand. The meaning of the word ocean, that alone is Mithya. Ocean Mithya, this is the problem in Vedanta. So as understood by the modern people who are authors of books, they think ocean is Mithya. You should go beyond Mithya. Mithya is Satyam. Ocean is water. Wave is water. You don't go anywhere. So all that you require to see, this is the truth. This is Mithya. Mithya means word and its meaning. Nama and its meaning called Rupa. Rupa is not a good word, name and form. But what they mean is only Nama and its meaning. Word and its artha. Shabda and Vishaya. Shabda pratyaya. Shabdartha. Word and its meaning. That's all. Purnam Brahma plus wave. Breaker. Water is there. Breaker. Word, another word. Wave. Wavelet. Bubble. Bubble I don't use. Why? Because it has got little something other than water. That is air. Therefore I don't use that. In the Shastra, some of these people, Acharyas use that. I don't use that. You will never find me using bubble. Because that is bubbly word. We don't need bubbly. We don't need that. Example should be germane, should be appropriate. Wave, there is nothing but water. Breaker, nothing but water. Surf, nothing but water. Wavelet, nothing but water. That's what we want. That is the example. Don't ask me what about bubble. Yeah, that is not included in my example, okay? If everything is like this, then water becomes truth. Then you have to say, I am water. So water is not the truth. Water is H2O. That is the truth. Oh, H2O is the truth. You are hydrogen and oxygen. No. I'm not hydrogen and oxygen. If you are hydrogen, you are dangerous, I tell you. So you may explode any time. And therefore, so when you should not, Swami, even if I am not a hydrogen, I do explode, okay? I do explode. And then, I am Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam. I have already told that. So I am that. So it can allow all this. There is no harm, no fear. Udaramantaram kurute adatasya bhayam bhavati. Then the one who knows, abhayam gato bhavati. The one who knows the truth, he is the one free from fear. Yato vacho nivartante apraapya manasasaha anandam brahmano vidwan na bibheti kutascha neti. This is absolute. From what words all come back, along with the mind. Which don't require to be objectified by words or by the mind. Which itself is in the form of mind and senses. Words then, what do? They remove all my wrong notions about myself. I am self-revealing, self-evident. The Vidwan, the one who knows, this is what I am. Na bibeti kutascha neti. There is no second thing really. The second thing also is me, with the same Atma. That I am, that which transcends subject-object, that which sustains subject-object. That I am. Therefore, there is no second thing to make me small, and therefore to become time-bound, and therefore fear, death, smallness, loss, everything. Fear of loss, fear of life, insecurity will come immediate because so you don't do anything. The jasmine is enough. That's enough. That makes you small. Then if that understood, you transcend. This transcendence you should understand. Here is a table. Nowadays, so you every week you go by week. I say, in Vedanta I say go one day at a time. So now you people have really, modern America has given you a certain, your growth maturity. Why? To go, so by 1 week, week after week. Because Friday evening, what will happen? You don't know. You may be served with a notice. Relief order. You are relieved of the job. What a relief. And so, this is, you go 1 week at a time, wonderful. 1 week at a time, mature. 1 day at a time is not far away. And so 1 week at a time. And therefore, what do you say? What do you say? Swamiji, in my office, a lot of people are laid off. Touch wood, I am not. This week bach gaya. They will make again that bell principle. You make a bell. Put the people who are redundant. You ask your office, your department, where will you place all these people, the staff you have? You put them in the middle portion of the bell, people who are important, people who are, so whom you can be without, put them down below in this area. So they put these fellows, gone. Next week they are gone. And then these fellows are inside. Then unka supervisor ko bolega. So the one who is the boss of that fellow, these fellows, then you create a bell. And the one who put all these fellows down below, he also comes under this thing. This is called bell principle. So he is also gone. Only 1 week difference. And so people are all afraid. Fear. Abhaya Pratistha vindate kaisa? There is no way. This is the way. Therefore you say touch wood. This touch wood is very interesting. Either you have got a chair, which is wooden chair, touch wood. Then this one, table, touch wood. So therefore the chair is not reckoned. And table is not reckoned either. Why? Because we transcend the table. We transcend the chair. It's called transcendence. Word is big, transcendence. That's why somebody said transcendental meditation. Transcendental meditation means beyond the teeth meditation. And so, the transcendental meditation. So this is the transcendental. This is not transcendental. Transcendental, you don't go anywhere. You see and you transcend. Here. Therefore everybody says touch wood. It is understood, touch wood. This is also understood. You don't go to the woods to touch wood. Nor the neighbor, lumber shop. There you don't go and touch wood, all the wood that is there, touch and come. And take me also there, you are communicating to me. And therefore you say touch wood. And the touch wood is not available around, you say touch wood. So you never miss wood. Wood is always around. Namodu sollu maram andenu. But it is true. So the wooden head, they've got an expression, wooden head. It's true. They say that. You just ask, I have not seen, but they say that they do that. Because nothing is available, wood. It's all plastic available, what to do? So, why do you touch this? Because all plastic. That is because like this. This is true, therefore they are also true. Okay? So what I say, so this transcendence doesn't imply any physical distance between the reality and mithya. Mithya is Satya. Subject is Brahman, is limitless. Object doesn't stand apart from the limitless, is limitless. Still subject-object. That is the glory of Ishvara. When can you be away from Ishvara? So, in two levels also. In first level you have to get, I am not away from Ishvara. More Ishvara, more secure I am. And therefore, we are seeking freedom from alienation. A freedom that we enjoyed before we were born, inside the mother, with the mother who is the creator. Then started an independent life, insecure. That is the starting point. Remains all the way. Even you cross continents, the insecurity doesn't go. Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om